First of all, I wasn't supposed to be doing this tonight. Rob called me a couple of days ago and said, "Are you still coming?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I'm supposed to interview Pete tonight, but I'd rather you do it. Would you do it for me?" And I'm like, "Oh my God." I said, "Absolutely. You know, how can I not turn down this opportunity to talk to one of the greatest hitters in Major League Baseball today?" But first of all, we both would like to congratulate everybody here: the Rays, the Lightning, Bucks, Rowdies, USF, all the teams, man. You make us all proud. And I'm sure Pete will tell you the same thing. When I played back in my day, everybody always talked about Tampa. What's so great about Tampa? Tampa this, Tampa that. And we both know how special Tampa is. So we're very happy to be here tonight representing Tampa. So first of all, Pete, growing up in Tampa, Little League Baseball, Plant High School, University of Florida, New York Mets. Talk about your ride real quickly, about how you got there and some of the issues you've gone through to get there.
All right, this thing's on. All right, we're good. Yeah, so it's a lot of really hard work, dedication, and belief in myself. I mean, if I had a nickel for every time someone told me I wasn't good enough or you just don't cut it, I'd be a really rich guy. And for me, I'm a very stubborn and competitive individual, and I like to prove people wrong. And it's something that I just don't want to fail, and I always want to be the best. And for me, to be from Tampa, to continue the tradition of being a champion, it's really, really special. And I feel like for me, growing up here, I mean, baseball is one of the most deep-rooted traditions here in Tampa, going way, way back. There's so many amazing ball players. I mean, obviously Tino, but if you go around every single high school, there's big league players, all-stars, and even Hall of Famers. I mean, for me, I'm super proud to be an alumni of Plant High School from the great Wade Boggs. So it's super, super special to be a part of the baseball tradition here in Tampa.
All right. So just like growing up in Tampa, Tampa, Florida, Gainesville to New York, playing in New York for the Mets. You broke the home run rookie record, two-time home run derby champ. What are the pressures like playing in New York as opposed to, you think, other places?
Well, I mean, New York is it's a really intense place. I mean, people just demand excellence. I mean, same here. I mean, the reason why people win here is because the fans and the culture here is demanding excellence, and it's one of those things that it's just really embedded in the city. But for here, I just think it's one of the most special places in the country. So New York, I love it, but I mean, there's no place like home.
All right. And as most of you all know out here, you see Pete on TV and whatnot, and his nickname is Polar Bear, the Polar Bear, Polar Pete. And I want to ask you, how'd you get the nickname Polar Bear?
So I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Todd Frazier. Todd Frazier is this guy from New Jersey, big loudmouth, loved to talk shit, and he was giving me he was ragging me a little bit because I was the rookie in the clubhouse. He's the 9-year vet, and he's like, "Pete, come over here." I'm like, "All right. You know what? You look like a big damn polar bear. You're Polar Bear now." So it's a good nickname. I mean, I'm happy that it was a good nickname, and I'm glad it stuck.
All right. Well, before I came here tonight, I looked up the definition of polar bear. What's polar bear? And it started out with, and your wife Haley is here tonight. When it's recognized her tonight here. It started out with they're cute and cuddly.
Yes.
I'm sure he's. And also, they are dangerous and aggressive. So I think about that as this nice guy, good-looking guy, and also at home plate, dangerous and aggressive. So I think it was one of the most proper nicknames a guy could have.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, however, let's talk a little bit about, and also, by the way, they say polar bears are they're born between December and January. So Pete's birthday is December 7th, and my birthday is December 7th as well. So I think I'm a little bit part of the polar bear family. But Pete and I were talking earlier, a minute ago here, while we were sitting at our table, and as great as the Rays are, the #1 team in analytics in baseball, we think they should start looking at birthdays and zodiac signs. If they want a first baseman who hit home runs and drive-in runs, look at the December area. Yeah. However, we're sure that you guys are already on top of that. We know that. So having said that, let's talk more about your Homers for Heroes Foundation. And just so you all know, when we first got here tonight, I said, Pete, Rob gave me these questions to ask. And let's just throw some of these here away and ask different ones here and there. And he said, I want to make sure you talk about, first and foremost, my upbringing in Tampa, Florida, and my foundation. Those are the two most important things you want me to ask. So let's talk about Homers for Heroes.
Yeah, so 2020, obviously, I know I'm beating a dead horse. Tough year for everybody, not just here Florida, United States, but globally. So my wife Haley and I, we were super inspired because it was a difficult time for everybody, and we just wanted to help out any way we could. So we created our foundation, our nonprofit, called Homers for Heroes, because obviously my thing, I hit home runs, but ultimately, yeah. But ultimately, we wanted to make a difference, and we wanted to spread positivity and just help organizations that are heroes in their own individual communities. And so what we want to do is just continue to help out people who need help. We want to be an ally and pretty much use our platform to bring good, and not just New York, but here in Tampa as well. So we've done a lot of work with first responders. We've done a ton of work with nurses, doctors, everybody who's helped out in the pandemic. And then also this month we have a couple things lined up. We're gonna go to West Tampa. We're gonna have a kids clinic, West Tampa Little League, spread positivity through the game of baseball. It's the universal language, in my opinion. And also, we're going to go to Tampa General Hospital and make some days for some terminally ill children. So we just want to create as much positivity as possible and help in the community.
Pete, we want to help. We've been so inspired by Homers for Heroes. We want to help the cause, help jumpstart here in the community. So we're going to donate $5,000 to Homers for Heroes.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just take that to the ATM.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, it's fine.